Alright, just roll the clip. Hi everyone, welcome to a new Tom in the Midwest video. I'm Tom, so this must be the Midwest. We are in Lafayette, Indiana today. It is a beautiful spring day in March, and actually, I really like Lafayette. Sure, a lot of it is very suburban in nature, and we are kind of in the middle of nowhere here, but there are four main reasons why I really enjoy coming to Lafayette and spending time here. Reason number one is the beautiful downtown.
Welcome to one of more than 20 Lafayettes in the United States, named after Marquis de Lafayette, a French general in the American Revolutionary War. The first records of this city date back to 1825. Before that, the land was inhabited by the Wea, an indigenous tribe closely related to the Miami tribe. Located on the Wabash River, it is the county seat of Tippecanoe County. On the opposite side of the river is the city of West Lafayette. Though Lafayette proper only has 70,000 inhabitants, the greater Lafayette area has a population of a little over 200,000. Downtown is a mix of 19th and 20th century architecture, with most of the buildings in very good shape. There is artwork all throughout the city, ranging from colorful murals to eye-catching sculptures.
Now, probably the most famous building in Lafayette is the Tippecanoe County building, which is right in the center of downtown, and this is a magnificent building. But if you walk up and down Main Street, South Street, and a lot of the adjacent streets, there is so much small town charm here. Local businesses, great eateries, even a radio station. Sidewalks are very walkable, and just the entire city feels very pedestrian friendly. Oh yeah, one thing about the county building, they play animal noises from the top to scare birds away. Very creepy when you walk here at night. Reason number two is delicious food.
I came across a variety of good-looking establishments. Ultimately, I decided on this place called Revolution Barbecue, and I was not disappointed.
Reason number three why I like Lafayette, it has a really good bus system.
The city bus system here is called City Bus. Honestly, a very descriptive, self-explanatory name. Now, for an area with a population as low as this, in a rural region with a state government that leans quite conservatively, your initial assumption may be that Lafayette would have a pretty bare-bones bus service. Nothing could be farther from the truth. There are currently 22 routes, and from what I can tell, most routes run every 20 minutes or every half hour. The majority of services depart from the city bus center located downtown. This bus station has an indoor waiting area with a ticket counter and real-time information displayed on a screen. And they have these rain gardens, which I found fascinating. These act as alternatives to a sewage system, and they help rainwater be absorbed into the ground.
So unfortunately, I don't have time to ride the bus today, but I did buy tickets just because I like collecting transit tickets. So the final reason why I like Lafayette, I just showed you the bus station. Right next to it is the Amtrak Station. This is the Big Four depot. Now I have to admit, the service is terrible. 3 Amtrak trains a week per direction. It's the Amtrak Cardinal, but the building itself and the facilities, excellent. Let me explain.
The old part of the station, known as the Big Four Depot, was opened in 1902. The facilities behind the depot were opened in 1994. Prior to that, Amtrak trains actually ran in the middle of the street, much like Oakland, California, or what Michigan City used to be like until last year. Today, only Amtrak's Cardinal stops here. This train runs 3 days a week between Chicago, DC, and New York, but it is considered one of Amtrak's most scenic trains. Until 2019, Amtrak's Who's Your State ran as far as Indianapolis on the days that the Cardinal didn't run. Longer ago, long-distance trains like the Floridian ran all the way from Chicago to Nashville, St. Petersburg, and Miami. One of my favorite features of the station is the pedestrian bridge over the tracks.
So I'm going to take the elevator up to the bridge. There are, of course, stairs as well. But, excuse you, taking this elevator down would get you to the Amtrak concourse, which, of course, is locked because there is no Amtrak service today. Doesn't that pedestrian bridge almost kind of remind you of a Metrolink station in California? This is the train station, that is the platform. The Amtrak concourse is on this side of the tracks, but you have those elevators and that bridge to cross the tracks, so there's no need to cross a railroad crossing. And if freight trains come through or whatever, pedestrians can just cross no problem. There's a car bridge farther beyond that. So I'm currently on the bridge above the tracks. These tracks are owned by Norfolk Southern and CSX, and the Amtrak Cardinal uses the tracks owned by CSX. Now, normally train tracks are quite a barrier for pedestrians and cyclists, especially if they're next to a river. Right over there is the Wabash River, but this pedestrian bridge not only crosses both sides of the tracks, but it connects to a pedestrian-only bridge across the river. Hey, Chicago, let's get one of these, okay? I'm in the middle of Indiana, and there's no cars near me. Look at me, just sitting on a bench on top of the Wabash River. So it begs the question, why such a nice bus system? Why such a nice train station? Why so much pedestrian-friendly infrastructure? Well, this is just my guess, but I think we find the answer on the other side of the Wabash River in West Lafayette, Indiana. You see, maybe some of you have actually spent 4 years of your life in West Lafayette. It's because West Lafayette is the home of Purdue University, one of the largest and most well-known schools in the United States. A lot of university students, including myself when I was a student in Michigan, don't have cars. And so public transportation is a great way for people to get around. Students like to walk, students like to lounge places. So I think that is why a lot of Lafayette and West Lafayette has been designed in a way that makes it pretty easy to get around without a car. And that's what I like about Lafayette. Well, this was Lafayette, Indiana. I had an absolutely delightful time here. And to top it all off, here is a clip of the Amtrak Cardinal departing Lafayette, Indiana towards Washington, D.C. and New York City.
It was actually here in Lafayette that I was able to get a video of some train cars I've wanted to see for a long time. Find out all about those in Saturday's video. Remember, if you like this video, subscribe to Trains Are Awesome, check out our Instagram, our Patreon, and we'll see you next time.